Hello, I'm Dr. Enrique Murillo. I'm a professor here at California State University, San Bernardino, and
I'm Rob Garcia from the Information Technology Services Division.
we are here in Studio 54 from the campus of California State University, San Bernardino. We wanted to give our viewers and listeners a little bit of the kind of behind the scenes, and who better than Rob Garcia? Rob Garcia is the OG. He's been with LEAD from the beginning when we started. I began here as a professor in 1999, and over the years, slowly but surely, all the different projects came about and kind of unfolded. Eventually, we called those projects LEAD. LEAD was kind of the umbrella. But if you notice, it just didn't happen automatically. We needed a technical consultant. And Rob's been our technical consultant from the beginning. We call him our tech guru. And so I wanted to ask Rob some questions just to give you a sense of what it looks like behind the scenes. Now, here we are. You can see the lights, right? You can see you probably can't see the cameras, but there's cameras here, right? You can see all the set that actually Rob designed the set. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the set.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Enrique, what we have here is our LEAD backdrop, our stage presence that we like to call it. And it was really born out of the idea that LEAD had an important message and it needed to be delivered in a manner that was professional, but also it was appealing because the content was so important. As you know, we had that struggle of how do we get the word out? How do we have these important discussions?
That's always been our struggle.
It's always been the struggle. And we knew that we could do it better. We had looked at other mediums, we had looked at other conferences, we've gone to conferences, and we knew we could do a better job. And with the support of the resources here at Cal State San Bernardino, we were able to design a professional studio 10 years ago, and now here we are.
That's the whole point. It just didn't happen. So, for example, believe it or not, there was a time when these things didn't exist. On our campus, I believe we were the first ones to create this thing. What is it called? The backdrop?
The backdrop. We
Yeah.
were the first ones on campus. We were also the first to use the pop-up banners. And of course, we're going to be the first to have our own virtual TV media production company here.
Yeah.
And
we were the first to webcast when we were
first
webcasting.
to webcast. We were the first to do live Zoom sessions.
That's right.
If you recall, we had the Secretary of Education, Arnie Duncan.
That's right.
Al Gore sent a greeting video. And even last year, our last summit, we had Alex Padilla.
That's right.
Who, as you know, has become the United States
now
Senator.
Now he's representing us
from California.
Yeah, from California. So our frustration, and maybe Rob can explain this, is we're here in a part of Southern California which is called the Inland Empire or the Inland Area. It's San Bernardino County and Riverside County as a region. We are the largest region of the United States. San Bernardino is the largest county within the United States. We're bigger than like 9 or 11 states in the nation. And so we're in a place where we're an hour's drive from Los Angeles. So it's kind of hard to get the media folks to pay attention to us.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And anyways, sometimes the media come out here, but it's when somebody gets shot or...
Right.
Yeah.
We always seem to get attention when it's negative.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of our frustration, is because we felt like we had an important message that needed to be covered by the media. We did everything to get their attention. We invited them to campus. We did press releases, and they still wouldn't listen to our message. And frankly, we got fed up with that. And so this idea was born out of the fact that we needed to have courageous conversations, talk about the tough issues, bring out the activists, the educators, and the leaders in our community to have really good discussions. And frankly, we don't need the media anymore. We're going to do it ourselves. We know that we can do it, and we can do it better. And I believe that that's what this enterprise will be.
We have to go deep and dive deep into this. So it can't just be sound bites. It can't just be headlines, right? So that's what we mean. That's what Rob, I think Rob means when he says we don't need the media. because it only touches the surface, but we want to go deep. So we expect in years to come, you're gonna get from this channel, you're gonna get some good stuff.
Right. It's going to be real. It's going to be our representation of our people. We are in the Inland Empire, which is the largest congregation of Latino cultures on the face of the planet, except for in Mexico and Latin America. And we can't get media coverage that accurately portrays our people, our culture, and our issues.
Yeah.
And that's what Lead Courageous Conversations is all about. And I think, Enrique, that as we look back over the 10 years of Lead, all of those issues that we've talked about back then are still relevant. Immigration, certainly about community policing. All of those programs are just as relevant today. And I think, again, frankly, we're just fed up with not being able to get the word out. And so we're changing our tactics.
There it is.
We're going to adapt. We're going to even be willing to use media guerrilla warfare to get the word out.
Yes. So the message is going to go straight to the people, to the gente. So expect something in years to come, but we're already launching. We got our first 15 episodes
We're
ready.
going to have some good guests.
Yeah.
We're going to bring back some of those people who came to share their message.
Where are they now?
Where are they
now? What's going on now?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be very exciting. But I also think, Enrique, that here at Cal State San Bernardino, we want to be a voice in the issues that are important to our community. And frankly, we've got the people, we've got the resources, and there's no reason now, because we no longer have the boundaries that TV and television and radio presented for us. We can take our message directly to the people, and frankly, I think we've shown that we can do a good job at that.
So expect from us in the future, we're going to start a series of a behind the scenes. So what you all see at the Lead Summit, right? We have everybody, all the audience is there. We have a beautiful stage, but it takes us a whole year to plan for the next year. And Rob and I, we're like tied at the hip. And so for months leading up to the Lead Summit, there's so many things that we can share with you, kind of behind the scenes stories, little anecdotes, little tidbits, little things here and there. So expect for Rob to host a kind of behind the scenes view, and maybe we'll invite some of the planners from years past, and we'll interview them. Tell us a story or something funny that happened.
Exactly. And Enrique, if you recall too, that to put on the Lead Summit takes a community. It took over 100 volunteers, people serving who are activists in their communities, to come on out to Cal State San Bernardino and share what they're doing in their communities that works, that makes a difference, that the world doesn't know about.
Yes.
And again, we want to frame how our culture and how our people are being viewed and how our issues are being discussed. We can't wait anymore for the media or the popular media to decide what's important.
Yeah.
And I think the Lead channel is a mechanism for doing that.
Yeah.
But more importantly, Cal State San Bernardino is the place where it's going to happen.
And we define the future. So
we define the future.
thank you.
All right, my brother.